My name is Darren Ellis. I'm a candidate for State Assembly District 4. I'm a PsyD student, so I'm a student in doctoral program, an adjunct professor at a major university. I'm a former law enforcement officer. I'm a former legal consultant, a former entrepreneur, having started and sold a small business. I'm on the board of directors for a restorative practices nonprofit with 0% recidivism rate. I'm a parent, I'm a son, I'm a friend, and I'm a pissed off citizen, just like most of you. I'm running because I was asked to do so. I'm running because I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the lies from Cecilia Aguiar-Curry and establishment scum politicians on both sides of the aisle. They don't represent you. Cecilia claims to be agriculture. She claims to be a farmer. Her brothers own a couple of dozen acres of nut trees. My in-laws own thousands of acres of actual farmland in Southern California. And Cecilia has stood on a platform stripping water rights from farmers, destroying labor resources, not allowing them to pull water out of the ground. She's turned a blind eye to attacks on livestock agriculture, limiting your ability to get food. Cecilia claims to be for families, yet she stripped away parental rights. We just saw that this year. She's allowed schools to keep secrets from parents while facilitating gender-affirming nonsense that has negative efficacy and has been shown over and over and over to cause harm, real-world long-term harm, to people that are involved in it. Cecilia claims to be a businesswoman. She's never owned a business. She's never ran a business. She's been a career politician. She's had an entire career in politics. She's never had a real job in the private sector. This is why she's run California into $1.6 trillion worth of debt, collateral, and outstanding obligations. She isn't fit to run a lemonade stand, and yet you continue to listen to her lies. Cecilia claims to be pro-woman and is a leader in the assembly, excuse me. She's published bills for women to be replaced with white men pretending to be them. She's published and put her name on bills that harm women, that put them in positions where they can, if they're incarcerated, can be subject to rape and attack from men pretending to be them incarcerated with them. She stood on bills that don't protect women. And we've seen mothers get orphaned recently in this year because of her sanctuary policies, because of the things that she stands on, even though she's pro-women. She stood on a bill to correct one to make sure that 16 and 17-year-old women aren't protected in instances of sex trafficking. This is who this woman is. She's not pro-women. She's pro-special interest. Since Cecilia has taken office, housing costs have doubled. Costs associated with food, fuel, and utilities have skyrocketed. Can you afford groceries? How's it feel? How are we doing? How's your economic status right now? How are you able to save money? Cecilia can't help you. She doesn't have the mental capacity to help you. She doesn't have the legal understanding to do the job. She doesn't have the understanding to legislate law. She doesn't have it. She doesn't write the bills that she signs off on. She doesn't understand the bills she signs off on. The lobbyists write the bills. They put them in front of her. They tell her how to vote on it. And then they give her a big fat check. I have real world understanding and experience. Been to law school. I've worked in legal consulting and law enforcement. I have an understanding of business. I understand the corrective actions necessary to reduce crime and recidivism, to improve budget shortfalls, to operate in the black like a business, like the government should be operating. It takes electing somebody with the mental bandwidth to do the job, ladies and gentlemen. It takes electing somebody that has an actual understanding of what it's going to take to fix the state before it's too late. And it is nearing the point where it's almost too late at this point. The framers had the idea in Federalist Paper number 10 that representation was supposed to be a civic duty. It's supposed to be a civic duty, a public service. It is supposed to be a civilian representing the whole of the civilian constituency. She is not that person. She represents herself and special interests. I am very much looking forward to going back to my normal life. I'm doing this because it is a civic duty. I'm doing this because my family deserves better and yours does too. It's really simple. Thomas Jefferson said it best: the government you elect is the government you deserve. Irrespective of how you vote in November, I wish you and yours the best for the coming year.